Okay, so I have my character, and it's made of these individual parts, and I have a armature. And notice that I've got all the parts have a gizmo. That's this set of arrows, or maybe I can see a sphere or something different times. But this is the thing I can move it and rotate it and scale it with these this gizmo. And they all are set somehow kind of in the gizmo is in the kind of center of the object, close to it. Uh, and I want to show some stuff over here in the object viewer. I can see I've got location and rotation information here. So, like this hand has been rotated on three different axes. And I want to get rid of that information. I want to reset all these to 0 so that it's not remembering that it used to be in a different position. I want it to think this is the position it belongs in. So first things first, I'm going to come back here and turn off the auto keying. This little what that is a record button basically, and I'll just move my playhead left and right to make sure nothing changes and nothing's moving. If anything's moving, I'll fix that now. So I don't want this hand to remember that it used to be in a different position and a different or rotation. The scale, I don't think I scaled anything, but I'll keep an eye on those. So what I'm going to do is I want to turn off all the keyframes here. Those are keyframes. And then I can say object, apply, rotation, and scale. And now you can see its rotation is 0, 0, 0. It thinks this is where it belongs. In any other frame, it's all the same. So I want to do this for everything. So I'm just going to get everything. I'm holding down Shift. I'll turn off all the keyframes involved. Object, apply, rotation, and scale. So now all these objects have 0 rotation, and if I scaled any of them, they should be 1 for scale. Anything that has a 0 for scale, you won't see it in that dimension. So generally, everything should be 0, 0, 0, or 1, 1, 1. The location information is a little bit different, and I want to keep. Let's say this nose has a gizmo here. The gizmo is this thing you move it with, or you may rotate it or scale it depending on what this gizmo looks like. And I want it to maintain kind of the center of the mass. The head has one here, the arm has one here. And if I change these locations to 0, all of these will come to this kind of center of this screen. And I don't want that. I can show you what that will look like if I get all of these, for instance, and say object, apply, location. So the notice hasn't changed, but the gizmo has changed. So I just want to undo that. So there's a way for me to keep these positions. I'm not sure that this is important, but there is a way for me to keep the gizmos where they are. So here's the nose. I can do a different kind of a different kind of process here. Object, apply, location to deltas. And now this says 0, 0, 0, but the gizmo hasn't changed. So I'm just going to get all this stuff as well. I think I can do it in a big group. I'm holding down Shift to get all these things. And I'll say object, apply, location to deltas. So now if I click on this foot, the gizmo is where it was before. This gizmo is in a little, kind of a weird place, but I got these gizmos to be in the center by right-clicking on things and saying set origin to geometry. In fact, let's just try this foot. Right-click, set origin to geometry. Yeah, okay. At least now that looks like this foot. So the origin went to the center of the geometry. Look at this arm, this nose, this head. Yeah, they all look good to me. So you might want to set the origin to, that's right click, set origin, origin to geometry on the right foot so that you end up with the gizmos being the same. I'm going to also, in edit mode, if you don't have this problem, it's fine, don't worry about it, but I'm going to bend these knees forward just a bit. The knees should be bent forward just a bit, so I'm selecting the joints in edit mode and using G to grab. I did the same thing with the bones for the foot. The elbow should be bent a little bit, like elbows bent, and so both of those are bent a little bit, but the knees in this version weren't. So I'm about ready to, all the armature is all parented correctly. I'm about ready to apply an inverse kinematic to this knee bone to give it a controlling empty and to eliminate the problem I had last time with the foot being uncontrollable. I'll show you what I mean in the next video. But this is the next step for us. Turn off the animation button, kill all the keyframes. I think these locations of these bones, they're all identical. Let me see. Let's do this too then. Pose mode. No, excuse me. Object mode. I get this. Yeah, they're all identical. So I think I can just go object, apply location to deltas. Yeah. So now, yeah, all the locations are 0, and the gizmo for the armature hasn't moved. So that's fine with me. So that's the end of this video. I just wanted to zero out all the locations and the rotations and the scales for anything I might have scaled, moved, or rotated, so that now I'm starting with a clean slate, and I'll move on to the next step in the next video.